Welcome guys to a new series. I'm Aerocraft and we are going to start Subnautica. So I have played through this game once before on my own. You can kind of see that I have a freedom game. So we're just going to start a new game and we're just going to do normal survival. Alright, here we go. Press any button to continue.
Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launch in 3, 2, 1.
So we're on an escape pod. And there goes the fire extinguisher. Holy Jesus. Ouch. It's on fire! Get the fuck out of the chair! Alright, first things first. Grab that fire extinguisher. Put out the fire. The fire will kill you. Don't just walk into it. Alright. Now that we've done that. Alright. So this little guy here is called the PDA.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Alright, so this is a PDA. It's like a tablet thing. This is our UI that we'll be using throughout the game. Here we have various logs. It's basically anytime there's any dialogue in the game, we can re-listen to it here. The data bank will have, well, let me just hit tab real quick. Alright, yeah, thanks. Alright, get out of the way. So here we'll have, like, you know, stuffs that we can read about and learn about what's going on. As we play the game, more entries will come to here. This is our waypoint stuff, like the life pod we're in right now has a waypoint. This is our inventory and our equipment on the right hand side. This is the equipment we have equipped. I don't know how else to say that. But right here is a storage container and we're going to boop that in. And let's see, we have water and some nutrient blocks. And medkit. So there's a damaged radio. We'll have to make a repair tool to get that fixed, and we can go outside. Splash. So first thing is there's these limestone outcrops. You can get titanium and copper.
Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown.
Look at the little guy.
Human life signs detected.
This right here is quartz. We can make glass out of it. There we go. So
Oxygen.
we need to, okay, that's another thing is the oxygen mechanic. You have to kind of pay attention to your oxygen levels, at least at first. Well, I'll climb on top of the ship. Let's just climb on top because you can get up there. There's another entrance. So we go right here. At first the oxygen stuff will be a bit of a problem, but it'll eventually become less of an issue. So that's all of our new stuffs. Got a new log and the blueprints. The blueprints are what we can craft, or it'll show the progress of something that we can learn. Like we can learn how to make filtered water. We just got to find the right stuff to unlock it, basically. So we have our basic materials, electronics, water, equipment. So we need to do standard O2 tanks. So we need 3 titanium, and we need to do fins, which is silicon rubber. And let's see, is there anything else? We need to make a repair tool, and eventually a habitat builder. We'll definitely need to make a knife and a flashlight, which requires a battery, and the battery's up here. So we'll take it one thing at a time. And then storage lockers will be kind of important, at least early on. And then there's habitat stuff where we can build habitats. And we'll have to fix the radio as well. Let's see. What do we want to do first? Oh yeah, Sea Glide. We're going to need one of those at some point. So first things first, let's build an O2 tank. So we need 3 titanium. And we have 1. So let's go looking for titanium. So we'll just have to find a handful of those limestone outcrops and just break them until we get enough to make it, because getting that O2 tank will basically allow us to stay underneath the water longer. And these are creature eggs. They hatch in a specific facility that you can craft at some point in time. It's called a alien containment facility. I don't see any sandstone lime outcrops.
Oxygen.
Man. Alright, where are you? I know you exist, but where do you exist? There's one.
Copper
We got
is
copper.
an essential component of all powered equipment.
There's one.
The probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible, detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur
Let's
is an
not go
essential
in there yet.
component of the repair tool.
There's one there. Oh, we need one more daggum titanium.
Oxygen.
I don't see any immediately. Alright, let's go back down a little bit. Maybe there's one kind of into here. Yeah, there is. Well, there's a couple. Let's go ahead and grab this one. There we are. And we'll go ahead and smash this one. Get that copper. Looks like an egg right there. I'm not grabbing the eggs yet because there's really no point until we get an alien containment facility. Alright. Let's go craft us an oxygen tank.
Oxygen.
So where you craft items is this little guy here, the fabricator. So you just, this is how the UI works here at the crafting fabricator. You just have resources, sustenance, personal, and deployables. Personal, of course, was where we're gonna get the O2 tank. Boom.
New blueprint acquired.
And now we got a new blueprint, which is the upgraded O2 tank. So fins, that'll be the next thing we'll do, fins. We need silicone rubber. So what makes silicone rubber? Creepvine seed cluster. So we need 2, it creates 2 silicone rubbers. So where do we get that at? But before we do that, let's take a look at our new blueprint, high capacity O2 tank. So it takes a regular O2 tank, 2 glass, 4 titanium, and a silver. Nice. But as you can see, our O2 went from 45 to 75. So I want to get that high capacity O2 tank real quick because that will help us in the long run after we get what we need for the fins. Where's it at? Give me that copper. Give me that copper. So right here, these little glowy orbs, this is what we need. This is the creepvine seed clusters. We'll just grab a handful of these.
Acquired.
If it'll give it to us. Oh, stalker. So that guy right there is a stalker, and they are assholes, man. They will just, they're persistent. I think they're pretty aptly named. Alright, ooh. Go ahead and grab this.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Salt deposit.
Oxygen.
Swim to the surface. Oh, there's a limestone outcrop right there. You will die if, or I will say, you will die quickly when you run out of oxygen. Alright. So we're going to swim back to the life pod and on the way grab whatever we can find resource-wise. Oh, that poison hurt. A bastard. Yeah, those are like manatee-like creatures. They have these little poison balls that come off the back of their tails and little assholes. Alright, so we want to craft silicone rubber. We'll just craft a handful of these. And I guess some lubricant, since we can. It uses the same
is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Yeah. It uses the same creep vine seed clusters that we use to make the silicone rubber.
Calorie intake recommended.
Oh my gosh, I got more creep vine seeds than I thought I did. Yeah, come on. Alright. So, I'm going to put a handful of these up, because we don't need all of this in our inventory. So it'll just take up space.
Detecting increased local radiation levels.
So we're going to come back here.
Consistent with damage to the aurora.
Oh, I need 2 rubber.
Sustained during planet fall.
So now we got our fins.
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
We're going to eat this real quick. Here we
Vital
are.
signs stabilizing.
Alright. So you can see near our O2, the heart, the red bar with the red circle with the heart, that's obviously our health. The apple with the yellow circle is obviously our food. And the water drop with the blue is our hydration. So, you know, it's kind of self-explanatory. What do we want to craft now? We probably want to get the upgraded O2 tank. So we need 2 glass, 4 titanium, and a silver ore. The silver ore is probably going to be a little bit more tricky to figure out, especially at night. So we have another type of outcrop that we'll encounter that is more square. Look at that guy. Launching all those bubbles around. See, we can't see in there, unfortunately. So the other outcrop, it's called a calcium outcrop, maybe? We're getting chased by something. But yeah, the other outcrop will contain gold, silver, and nickel.
30 seconds.
Oh yeah, and we do get a 30-second warning now. Though it doesn't always... ooh, scrap metal. We'll make that into titanium. But you don't always get a 30-second warning, I've noticed. And I don't know why that is.
Oxygen.
Uh-oh. I wasn't paying attention. Alright. I wish the day would come. I can't see anything. I need to make a scanner as well. So like there's a sea glide fragment in there, we'll scan that, and that's how we'll learn new blueprints. Other blueprints come by collecting stuff, especially like the food. Just looking for the outcrops like this. Here we go. So this is the sandstone outcrop. There we go.
It's an essential component of many habitat modules.
Come here. So there you go. That's what it looks like. Shit. How do we get out? How do we get out? Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good. I was a little worried there. Alright, so let's go make this high capacity O2 tank. That way we can maximize our oxygen for now. So we have to... What was our new blueprint that we got? So it tells us when we get a new lubricant. There we go. Alright, so we need to take the old O2 tank off. We need to create glass is what we need. We need 2 glass up, I think is what it said. So there's 1 glass, 2 glass. Then we come back to here and what are we missing? Titanium. So we picked up that scrap metal or metal salvage, and 1 metal salvage will make 4 titanium. And so that'll give us all the titanium we need to make our tank. So high capacity O2. Boom. Now our O2 goes all the way up to 135, so we're pretty good now. We should be able to last long enough to do some actual work. Let's see. Now we want to do a scanner. That's important. So we need a battery and a titanium. And a battery requires 2 acid mushrooms and a copper ore. Well, there's plenty of acid mushrooms around because they're glowy and bright. We just need 2 of them. We've got the copper. We've already found that, so we'll just dip back into here real quick. Alright. There's our battery. Now we're going to make our scanner.
New blueprint acquired.
And we got a power cell blueprint.
Can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
Alright, so we've got power cell, which is 2 batteries and silicone rubber. And then we got the rebreather, which will help with our oxygen consumption when we go into deeper waters, which we don't have to worry about that for now. Let's get... Let's see. Let's make a flashlight and a knife. So we need another battery, which means we need 2 more acid mushrooms. We have a copper, I think. Yeah, we have a copper, and we need more titanium though to create the knife. Oh shit. But those creatures right there, the exploders. What the fuck happened? Oop, 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 oop. Assholes. That's where you get sulfurs, these little things that they pop out of. Oh yeah, scanner time. Boing. And we got sulfur. And we got sulfur. Very nice. And so, like, you know, you can scan the flora and the fauna, so the plants and the animals. There we are. Might as well just start scanning stuff. So I like to swim around with my scanner out just in case I come across something. Let's go. Well, let's go ahead and scan it before we break it. There's some titanium. I know for certain that if we go into these creepvine forests or whatever you want to call it. Come here. Oh, it's not too fast. You can find a lot of the salvage metal. Let's go ahead and grab that. How are we doing on water? We have water in a pod, so we're probably okay for now.
Oxygen.
Oh hush, I know. We're about to get in the pod. Alright. So let's create titanium, and I forgot to get quartz. We need quartz to make glass, to make that light, the flashlight. So the quartz is probably down in these caves. There's the quartz. Go ahead and grab that. There's the quartz. Swimming around looking for quartz. It's kind of just everywhere. It's really not a hard resource to find. Okay, there's some more metal salvage. So these guys are going to be important.
New creature discovered.
The bladderfish, for at least a little while, that's how we'll get water. Metal salvage. There's more metal salvage, but I don't want to pick it up yet. This is truly a beautiful game in my opinion. And there's another biome, which we won't go down there just yet. I'm not seeing any outcrops. There's one. I would like to get some more of the these sandstone outcrops. So there's some nickel. And we're going to scan the creep vine. And this slow motherfucker is a hoverfish.
30 seconds.
We'll collect him. He'll be food. Let's see. So I did pick up a gold from a sandstone outcrop.
Oxygen.
And we'll go up. Oh yeah, and with the fins you obviously swim faster. That's the whole point. I don't know if I mentioned that when we created the fins. But as you can see though, having this upgraded oxygen helps us out a lot. We can actually stay down underwater for longer periods of time to where we can actually be productive. Well, I don't see any...
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, I'm getting dehydrated. I don't see any immediate quartz. Where the hell am I going? I done lost my pod. There it is. Alright. So we want to make the glass. And we'll go ahead and make the titanium while we're at it. Make the glass. And I forget what the hell were we making? Oh yeah, the knife and the flashlight. So we need a battery and a glass, so we'll make the battery. And we'll make our flashlight. And then the knife is titanium and silicone. So we want to, instead of cooking the fish, I think they keep longer if you just leave them alive. So we'll put them into that and we'll drink the filtered water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Alright, we'll actually go ahead and get this guy cooked up and ready to go. We don't need the sulfur. We do need the silicone. So we'll go ahead and make the survival knife.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Alright, so you can see here in sustenance, there's water, which the only thing we can make with water is the bladderfish. Then there's cooked fish, and then there's cured fish. And with cured fish, you just need salt deposits. Alright. So we're going to drink that up. And we're going to put our resources up with the exception of some titanium, so we're going to create some lockers here. And we need... Wait, hold on a second. There are 4. Okay, I just need 1 more titanium. I was like, I thought I had enough titanium, but I misread. There we are. And so these bad boys will kind of stay in place wherever you put them. So it doesn't matter where you put it. Just somewhere underneath here should be fine. So you just let it float out. Like so. And that'll be additional storage, at least for a little while for us. Alright. So we need to get a sea glide. And I know there's some pieces laying about somewheres. So let's just kind of swim on this way and see if we can find some wreckage. So wreckage is a good place to find items to scan and to find items to learn new blueprints, like this sea glide fragment. So we'll scan it. So we need 1 more sea glide fragment to learn the blueprint. And we'll go ahead and pick this up while we're right here. There's nothing there. Is there anything inside this crate? No. Let's go on this side. Anything in this one? No. Go ahead and pick up this scrap metal. Scan that bad boy. Something's blowing up. Is this the volcano?
Caution.
Oh, yeah,
Degradation
yeah.
of the
Get away.
Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation.
Haha, sea glide.
Continuing to monitor.
The Aurora. So the Aurora is the ship that we were in that got blowed up. And it sounds like it's about to explode. Hey, swivel chair. And now we know how to make a chair.
New blueprint acquired.
Acquired. Come here, bitch.
New creature discovered.
Got us some food. Yeah, we do kind of need to collect some food. Definitely need to collect bladderfish. Come here, bitch. Get a handful of these guys. Come here. Come here, come here. I gotcha. Alright. Rabbit Ray, come here. I want to scan you. I want to scan you. Gotcha. What happened to that bladderfish? There's a couple over here. Let's go ahead and grab those guys. Got him. We got a handful of bladderfish. There's one more right here. We'll grab it. Come here. Gotcha. These guys are bitches to catch, man. Because they're fast. Oh, I didn't want that. Oh, come on. It's bullshit. Got him.
New creature discovered.
Come here, come here, come here, come here. Got him. Alright, let's head back to the ship. Let's see what we need to make a sea glide. So the sea glide is going to help us out tremendously. It'll help us get around a little bit faster. Extend our range a bit. Alright. So, let's go ahead and cook up a couple fish.
The fabricator cooks small organisms
And some
while
water.
disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Alright. grab this real quick. Throw the fish in there. Go ahead and grab this. I'm gonna move some of these supplies to the what you calls it, containers outside. And we'll keep that on us. That should be good. Alright, so the Sea Glide. We need a battery, lubricant, copper wire, and titanium, which we can do that. What else? What have we learned? How to cook some stuff. And there's one more blueprint, and that was the chair, I think. So yeah, you can learn how to make miscellaneous like furnitures and stuff for when we start building our base. Alright, so let's make this Sea Glide real quick. I know I've got one acid shroom there. We'll just grab one more. Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. So we got a battery. And the copper wire is just 2 copper ores. And we need a lubricant, which we did not put in our inventory, but we've already made. Once again, that's from the creep vine seed clusters, where you can craft a lubricant. I'll just show it to you real quick, right here. So, Sea Glide. Boom.
Sea Glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
What had happened to my... Oh, there they are. They're hard to see. Open storage. I'm just going to throw in everything for now. And we'll go ahead and turn these salvage metal into titanium, because I forgot to do that just a handful of times. Alright. Then we will store these as well to get them out of our inventory. Alright, just so you can see what a Sea Glide does. Here we are. It's got a little bit of a sonar on it. You can turn it off and get a light. And it just kind of, you know, pulls us around a little bit of a faster pace. Which is pretty cool. It helps. So, with that, I'm going to go show you the Aurora real quick. Hey, little birdie bird. And that's our ship that crashed on this planet. And this is our life pod. So, with that, we're going to call that an episode. You know, that's a pretty quick little start we got to. I'm happy with it. We were able to get up to a Sea Glide. So that's going to help us out a whole lot. So, in the next episode or two, we're going to do some resource gathering. And we're going to try to collect some more blueprints and work towards making our base. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoy this series. So if you enjoyed it so far, like always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Later, guys.